chilly night. Not too bad. I think I've had worse when I was doing Uber. I car camped at some pilots in Milwaukee, south of Milwaukee, a couple nights. I think it was colder. It felt colder anyways, because I don't think I didn't bring the right gear, blankets and whatnot. I didn't use my 0-degree sleeping bag, so I don't know how that is it, but I would like to try it. Even I think I'm gonna use it at least once or twice when I'm backpacking and sleeping out. Oh my gosh, this is getting long. Sleeping out in the forest or in the wild. Yeah, I want to try it, you know? Yeah, because I got my tent and everything for backpacking. I want to try it at least once, minimum once. Yeah, but okay, so I gotta drive. Yeah, I'm gonna try to call a couple places down, maybe in Maine, if there's a Firestone in Maine. Yeah, maybe. Yep. Yeah, maybe I'll try Maine or New York. Not New York City, but around the New York area. Yeah, so I'm gonna try that. If not, I'd have to stay in Michigan here for a couple of days, because I know when I set my last appointment with Firestone, it was about a week out. So I'm hoping if I go outside of New York City, I can book something. If not, then I'll just, I think New Hampshire, right? New Hampshire is the area, maybe. No, I think that's even a big city. But yeah, there should be outside of it. Or if not, then I have to go in Maine. Oh, one thing I noticed is that my car, before I came back, it was cold, right? It was already freezing. And the windows inside the car would get frozen. Yeah, they would freeze. My water vapors would freeze inside the windows, and I would have to defrost everything. So last night, or this morning when I woke up, I noticed I didn't have any, which I was like, whoa, interesting. I swear I thought I was gonna have to defrost everything, but I didn't. So I'm thinking what happened was, because my car was sitting unoccupied during the nights when I was back home at my mom's, everything dried out, evaporated out of the car. Yeah, so I'm assuming after a couple of days being in here, it's gonna go right back to it, where it's gonna get humid. My sweat is gonna be filled inside all the crevice of the car, and yeah, or if not, yeah, maybe it wasn't cold enough at night. That could be another option. All right, so we are gonna go to the Brandywine Gorge Trail by Cleveland, Ohio. Yep. So yeah, this is gonna be just a couple hour, 2-hour drive. It's already,
head south, then make a U-turn.
It's already 11 here.
Make a U-turn, then turn right onto Nadeau Road.
Yeah, so I'll get there 4. No, not 4. 1. No, it's 1 of what? My time is way off.
Head east, then turn left.
Yeah.
Turn left toward Nadeau Road, then turn right onto Nadeau Road.
Yeah.
Turn right onto Nadeau Road, then turn right onto
2 hours, so I'll get there at 1 o'clock, and then the loop is a little over a mile. Yeah, so I will be able to accomplish it. go through Cleveland. I've been to Cleveland before, so I'm not too excited to go there, but yeah, we'll see. Because I just remember when I visit some of these places, it was during the time when I had to go on my trips for
At the light, turn right on
my
Nadeau Road.
business, and
Head northeast toward Nadeau Road.
yeah, a lot of the times there was not much activity at night in some of these cities. You know, they're just like, some of these cities, everything closes early. I think Cleveland is one of those spots where everything just, I think it closes at like 7 or 8 at night. So then you can't even get no
At the
food.
light, turn right on
I remember
Nadeau Road.
the only thing open was like a Pizza Hut and a Subway and a McDonald's. That was it. Everything else, like all the restaurants and stuff, were closed. But I think I talked to somebody. They said that you got to go in the right areas for anything to be open. Yeah, I was able to set up my appointment. So I was like, am I going to go straight to New York? And I decided, no, I'm not going to go straight to New York. I am going
Turn
to...
left onto the I-75 South ramp.
I'm gonna go south of Ohio into Louisville, Kentucky, and then I'm gonna cut through from there. I'm gonna go from the eastern side of Kentucky to the west side, and then I'm gonna loop my way around through Pennsylvania. Right, go east to and then north to Pennsylvania. Yeah, and then after that, then into New York, into the Niagara Falls, and then I'll go to the east side into Maine, and then just follow the bordering states going south all the way down to Florida. Yeah, so I'll go all the way through there. Oh, yeah, an interesting fact about Detroit. They say 13% of the entirety of Michigan, 13% are African or black, right? But in Detroit, 80% of the black community in Michigan live in Detroit. I was like, wow, that's quite remarkable. Yeah, so they're all within that area. Yeah, I wonder why. You know? Well, maybe jobs and opportunities, yeah, are just there in the big city, Detroit. Oh, and I didn't know that Detroit was right on the border of Canada. Yeah, because if you just go, because I kept seeing these Canadian like exits, right? Exit here to Canada, and I'm like, why is there like all these exits to Canada? And when I looked on the map, literally it's right on the border of Canada and the US. I was like, and my review on my one night traveling there at night, okay. I feel like the city is, well, from the statistics that I was reading online, the city, they said that it's only gonna continue to decline population. Yeah, just sad. You know, it is a beautiful city. Well, at least downtown. I did not venture out into the other areas, but I'm sure like most big cities, there's always that area outside of where all the tourists go, and there's poverty and whatnot. Did I see some when I was down there? I think I saw a few homeless people down there. Not a lot, but a few. want to get rid of more clothes. Yeah, I feel like I still have a lot of clothes. And I might not need it. Well, I have winter clothes up there too, right? So I got sweaters and pants, like warmer clothes. Yeah. But I think I got rid of 8 bags of clothes before I started this trip, right? But I think I still have like 3 bags of clothes. At least 3 bags of clothes. Yeah. So, yeah, because I'm trying to see if I can get rid of more weight on my car. If that will help the handling of my car. I may get rid of my tubes actually. I don't really want to, because my thing is, if I need to fix something, I want to have tubes, so I can just do it myself, right? Yeah, but and that's just the basic stuff, right? Like brakes, changing tires, rotating tires, doing the changing the oil, and also possibly doing some suspension work, right? If I'm gonna take some trails off road, I don't know what's gonna happen to. Maybe if I wasn't planning on having such an amazing adventure, I wouldn't need all these tools. Or my other option is, if I run into any issues, then I just get it towed to a dealership and have them work on it. Yeah, because I do have an extended warranty bucket armory, so maybe I should just have it. But the issue with that too is that when you take it to a dealership, you have to wait for availability, and sometimes that's a week, 2 weeks out. The shop all the time. So far, with me working on my car, I probably have saved at least, I would say, not $1,000, maybe $2,000. I just came from the Ohio toll, and they said that every one of them was like an easy pass, right? And so I was like, I don't have an Ohio easy pass. But then, so I got to the place where you pay, right? And then you're supposed to scan a ticket, and I don't have a ticket. So then I was like, well, that's interesting. And then there's a button that says press for assistance, and as I pressed it, I looked forward, and the sign in front of me says that payment accepted, right? And I was like, wait, what? The payment's accepted? But I have a Chicago pass, easy Chicago pass, so I'm assuming they use the same one. Yeah, I was like, oh, okay, nice. I did not know. I was just like, whoa, this is confusing. But whatever. If not, I'll get a ticket in the mail. When I was 18 years old, I didn't know what I was going to do. I wanted to get out of the house, right? Because I didn't think it was safe for me to live in the same house as my dad. And so I had to figure out how I was going to be able to survive on my own, right? So at the time, I was trying to find a job, steady job, to make income so I could support myself, right? But at the time, it was approaching that 2008 market crash, right? I graduated 2005. Already you can see that the market, it was hard for people to find jobs. Yeah, I applied everywhere, but I wasn't getting hired anywhere, right? And so then ended up doing was I applied to go into the Navy. And I didn't tell my parents, but I told some of my siblings. That's the thing, you can't trust the people who you think you can trust, right? So so then, because my siblings, I thought I could trust them, but I knew I couldn't trust them because my whole life they were the ones that would always mark me out if I told them anything I did, right? It was always that one or two siblings that they always mark you out. The rest of them, they're fine, right? When my parents found out, I got yelled at, I got beat up, you name it, just never ends, right? Like, it was never a good thing, anything I did. Yeah, and so, I was about to sign the documents to enlist, but my grandma from my dad's side had just passed away right around that time. It was like the end of the year because it was winter time. So I let them know, hey, I gotta attend my grandma's funeral, and after that, when I come back, we can finalize everything, right? During that time when we were out in Colorado, I think we were there for like maybe a week. And I got a call from one of the places that I had applied to. It was one of the cheese companies from the area. And so I was like, oh, no way, right? I was like, wow, somebody actually called me to give me a chance to work, right? There was only one company that gave me that chance. At that moment, that changed the trajectory of my life. Because if it wasn't for that, I would have gone to the Navy. And I would have started to pursue it. I decided at that time, okay, I have a full-time income now, so I don't need to go to the military because I can work, save up money, and go to school, right? Go to college. And that's what I did, right? So I canceled my plans to the Navy officers, the recruiters, and I told them, hey, I found a job. I should be able to start doing things once I save up some money. And so I canceled it. But now everything happened for a reason, right? A lot of learning during the process. But either way, it would have worked out for me. Yep. Actually, yeah, it would have worked out either way. I think if I would have went down the Navy route, I would have just maybe you could say save more money. I don't know. Yeah, maybe I'd be able to save more money. Because they pay for everything, right? Your living, your food, everything. The only thing is if you travel or you want any items, you pay yourself. Because at the time I was 18, right? So I would be retiring essentially pretty soon, right? In a couple of years, I'd just be retired because I'd do my 20 years, right? And I would definitely not stay any longer unless if I was making a significantly much better income through the military or the Navy. But yeah, no, I want to get out of it. I'm pretty sure I would have the same mentality as right now, where I wouldn't want to be stuck under like a contract, you know. The only difference is what I do now is I don't have that pension coming. Like if I had retired through the Navy, right, have that monthly income. So the nice thing is if I was in the military or Navy and got out, I'd have that monthly income on top of all the money that I would have saved in. When I was at my mom's, we would buy water bottles or gallon jugs, right? Either one, right? They would refill the gallon jugs or we would buy water bottles. Well, they were buying the jugs, but to me it was just more convenient just getting the water bottles, right? So at Walmart you could buy 24 to 32 like 16-ounce bottles for $5 to $6. $5 to $6 is what I'm telling you, right? That's probably what, I don't know the conversion, maybe 2 or 3 gallons for $5 to $6. Whatever. It used to be like $1, $2, right? Way back before everything was inflated. But anyways, what I'm saying is, when you go to the gas station nowadays, a water bottle. Oh, this guy's ice fishing out here. Nice. Oh man, I would love to. I'd like to meet an ice fisher when I'm hiking. Yeah, I just wanna see how it's done. Maybe I'll try it. But anyways, yeah. When you go to the gas station to go buy a water bottle, it's like $2, $2.50, sometimes $3 for like 16 ounce. So you can buy 2 or 3 of those, and it would be the same price as buying an entire case at the supermarket. Is that crazy? I say that's crazy. Oh man, there's a lot of I-passes or E-passes here for the tolls in Ohio. I'll say that. I wonder why Ohio isn't that busy. I know Chicago's busy, but I didn't think Ohio was known for being that busy. Yeah, I'm about 10 minutes. So hopefully I can find a gas station to get some water before I head there. Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna find any water here because I'm already back in like backcountry roads, so I doubt there's a gas station. Maybe along the way, but I highly doubt it. It's okay. Oh yeah, actually I don't need it. I got my Powerade over here, so it has electrolytes, a little bit better than water, but it does have sugars. So it's okay. Yeah. But oh, also one thing that I noted when I was at my mom's. So before I went to my mom's, right, my body clock was like on dock. It was like every day it was doing the same thing, right? Like going hiking. Oh man, there's some nice houses over here. Yeah, and I would wake up at the same time. I would get tired at the same time, and I would go to the bathroom at the same time. I would go use. I'd have to go take a dump at the same time, right? My body became so repetitive, so efficient at what it was comfortable at, right? And so every time I woke up, like within the hour, half hour, I had to go take a dump, right? But then as I was at my mom's for a while, my routine changed, right? And I just go whenever I really needed to, right? And now I don't know when I need to go take a dump. I'd rather know when to predict it, right? Because then I can plan my day. I have to retrain my body so that it pushes it in the morning. But that's one thing that's remarkable about your body. You can train it for actually doing stuff like that. Yeah, I'm sure it's going to take at least 2 or 3 weeks before I'm able to do that. Wow, man, I love this outback countryside, Ohio. Yeah, I like since I'm in Cleveland, because it's right on one of the lakes. I forgot what lake it is, but one of the Great Lakes. But hopefully I can go to the shore of the lake. Just see how it is. I think they all look the same, because it just looks like a big body of water, like Lake Michigan. Wow. There's this little town called Boston Mills over here.
Turn left onto Stanford Road.
It's really, man, it reminds me of like the good old days before technology became a thing. But there's a bunch of these off-parking trails.
Stanford Road for half a mile.
But all these trails are right around this small little township. I don't even know if it's a city. Yeah. Wow. Yeah, it looks so historical. It looks like you go back into time. See, sometimes it's tricky with these because they'll take you right to the destination of the location, right? But I want to walk there because I want to go on a hiking trail, right? I don't just want to go park and go outside, be like a minute, because sometimes you can do that, right? Sometimes you can just avoid the hiking trails and just go right to the destination by driving there. Yeah, and I hope not.
Turn.
Hiking trail. Where's the trail? Where the heck is the hiking trail? I don't even see the hiking trail. Is this? What? Okay. So we are at the Brandywine Gorge Trail. Yep, I'm gonna try my little drone, see how that goes. Yeah, that's actually really cute. There's a sit-down area here. An old winery, I'm guessing. No idea. But yeah, there's a trail over here. The trail, yeah, it almost loops completely around. Yeah, I looked on the map. It does like, yeah, it's almost a full loop, but then it goes I think into the Boston city or town there. How do you say that? Cuyahoga Valley National Park. Okay, so we're here. So there's a loop. Yeah, it kind of goes just around here. There's like a river. Here we go. Yep, this is it. So, okay, so we're right here. So we're gonna walk around here. There's another trail that goes down here, the Stanford Trail, but we'll just go down. Also, I don't know if my battery is gonna last because I was trying to charge it, but let's see. Yeah, there's like this old house over here. It's interesting. I wonder if anyone lives there. High caution. No risk. Well. I need to take a photo so I can remember where I went. Because some of the times when I'm trying to remember what I'm doing, I can't remember the location where I went. I don't know. I'm not pursuing like the most monumental places, right? I'm just going where Stanford Trail. Okay, wait, Stanford Trail. I think I'm going the right way. Wait, there's a bathroom area? Is that the bathroom area? Let's see. Fire Circle Reservation. House guest. Is this the bathroom? Over here is reserve parking. Oh, so over here you can reserve this old building. Maybe the bathroom's back here. Maybe. I don't think there's anyone in there. Are these the bathrooms? No, they're not the bathrooms. It looks like a bathroom. No, that's not it. Maybe in this house, but maybe you have to reserve it too. Let's go look. Look at the sign. What does the sign say? Let's go see. I don't think there's anyone in there, but it's locked up. So this is the Stanford farm. Besides farming, him and his son ran a lumber business property here. Okay, yeah. Oh, so it's just showing how it used to be. So there's a trail over here too. Stanford. Yeah, but I don't think road closed. Okay. Trail must be over there then. Where's the bathroom? They said there's a bathroom over here. I need to go bathroom. I don't know where my drone batteries are right now. So I think it's in the little box that I have in my car. But I'm just gonna do this for now. Just testing it out. See how the footage is. And then if I like it, I will do some more. So this is not gonna be too long of a hike. Yeah, it should only be yeah, maybe an hour max. An hour, and then we'll go into Columbus. Go walk around the city, grab some food, and then plan my next trip, which I think is we're in Cleveland. Cleveland, yeah, not Columbus. Yeah, Cleveland, and then we'll head to Columbus tomorrow. Yeah, so I'm also charging my 2 other batteries. I brought 1 battery with me that's fully charged. This battery only has about maybe 30% left. Yeah. And when it's cold like this, it just seems like the batteries just drain out so quick. Super quick. Yeah. Can you hear that? I think those are squirrels. Because usually birds are not around when it's winter like this. Maybe though, I don't know. It's really weird. Usually you don't hear birds chirping this kind of weather. But yeah, maybe it is birds. Birds and squirrels. I don't know. Oh, I miss this so much. Being stuck in the home. Oh, I was just like, oh, I felt like I was trapped. You can definitely see there's a lot of animal tracks here. Maybe it's just, yeah, even all over. Well, this I think is deer. Okay, so let's give it a shot.
Close. Follow.
Come on. Follow me. Come on. Oh no. Doesn't want to move. Low battery. Gosh, love it. See, it still shows 2. I don't know if the camera's picking up, but it shows that there's still 2 out of the 4 bars. But because it's been sitting in this code for so long, everything's affected by this code. And so it probably reads it as yeah, low battery, even though it's really not. It should last at least 10-15 minutes, but whatever. Yeah, even in cars, like cars, their batteries and this kind of code, sometimes they just don't work, you know. So yeah, this is when all the issues with the electronics start happening, is in this code. Yeah. Okay. Oh, love it. Nature is just, it's so beautiful. Wow. Look at this tree. This tree is it's still trying to survive. Look at that. Even after it's probably dead, but wow. Oh, also make sure when you come out here, especially in this kind of condition, you got some snow boots or some winter ready hiking boots, because not your toes are gonna freeze. And also climbing snowy surfaces, because if you look at this, see right there, all of this, under all this is ice. Yeah, so you want to be careful winter time. But you know what, I'm kind of curious how my body is now after when I got back home, or back in my hometown with my mom and whatnot. I slowly got into working out again, and yeah, it was painful, super painful for the first maybe 2 weeks, for maybe like the first 2 weeks. It hurt so much. Whoa. Yeah, it hurts so much. But then after I would say, yeah, about 2 weeks, things started getting better. My muscles, they started recovering like the next day. Not fully recovered, but I could feel it wasn't cramping. It wasn't extremely sore, right? And then by probably like, yeah, the 3rd week, I was able to go every day. Yeah, I'll say I don't go super intense. That's not my goal. My goal is really just to, big rocks here. My goal is to get back into shape, not be an extremist where I'm trying to break some records or anything like that, right? And yeah, I was impressed. But I would say I had been hiking for about almost 2 months, a month and a half at that time already, so my heart condition was getting ready for that, and it seemed like everything just worked out, even though it was a struggle being in one spot doing nothing. Yeah, it seemed like it was just fate. Everything just kind of lined up that way, and I was like, wow, nice. Heard you guys. Hi. And yeah, so I got everything back home done, settled with, signed all the paperwork, all the documents, all my appointments, everything was done. And I was just like, and I finished it the day before I left. Everything. I was just like, what? That's crazy. Everything just worked out. But yeah, that's how the universe works, right? Like, when you're focused and you got a goal, a plan, or agenda, and you just start working towards it, sometimes the universe puts these hurdles in your path, but those hurdles are there to prep you up for what is to come. And I'm like, man, I don't know, I call it fate, right? It's just, it worked out. And I was just like, wow, these little things you do in life that when you never do it, it feels impossible. But the moment that you're just like, hey, give it a shot, and you know what, maybe it's okay to fail, you know, as long as you try, and keep trying until you can't, right? And even if you can't, you know, if you want to do it, just keep trying, just keep failing, and maybe you'll be able to pick up something, right? Scan this code map on the smartphone. Okay, we're gonna go. Somebody left their dog do right here. What the heck? But oh my gosh, look at these. That's dangerous. This is, yeah, I would say during these times, if you come out, be at your own risk climbing these. Make sure you don't slip. When I was working out, right, I got back into shape, and now I'm kind of curious because it's been 2 months since I've been out hiking, how my body is going to perform in these hikes, right? So I know my heart condition has gotten a lot better. There's a parking area over here, right, for Brandywine Falls. Yeah, there's actually a lot of people here. I didn't know there's this many. Let's see. That's not. Wow, seems like they got some snow here a couple days ago. Yeah, nice. I think Brandywine Falls is right here. Yeah. Wow, yeah, there's actually a lot of people over here for wedding related events. Upper deck, lower deck. Oh, so there's a lower deck down there. Okay. Nice. Yeah, I wonder how the Niagara Falls looks like. Like, I wonder if all the water is just frozen over there too, or has it all melted? Okay, look at that. Interesting. Oh, it's closed. It's closed. No. Okay. Wow, okay. So over here. Very nice. Oh, you could still hear some water falling, coming down. Yeah. Okay. Actually, let's see if there's a better angle over here. Oh, hello. Okay. Here it goes. Alrighty. Check this out. Wow. Neat. Oh yeah, this is dangerous. Oh. Whoa. Whoa. Let's see. Wow. Oh, so those kids, they must have climbed all the way down to the creek down here. Just a little bit of water right over here. Wow. Okay. Yep. I'm going the right way. Okay. Just double checking on the map just in case I go the wrong way. Okay. Let's see, like I said, you can actually drive right to the destination. Oh, that's it. Sure, it's really interesting how your body works, because you know, when I was first out here, it was cold, and you can tell I'm cold. Look at my face, it's like red, blush red, right? It's cold, right? But I don't really feel it. Like, it becomes numb in the cold. Like, you just get used to it. I know it's cold, because even when I put my hand on it, it's cold, freezing cold. But yeah, you just kind of get used to it after a while. Yeah, I was thinking about if I was on the road and I got injured, that wouldn't be fun. Because then I'd literally have to set camp somewhere, right? You know, stay at a hotel or a Airbnb for who knows however long, right? Until I'm recovered. And depends on how serious the injury is. It's kind of neat going through all of this. Yeah. Oh, excuse me. Oh, thank you. Yeah, and it's yeah, it humbles you when you know that. Shoot, forgot. I think I came this way. Yeah. It humbles you when you know that you're fragile. Yeah, you think you're invincible, but really, you're not. Yeah. How's it going? Yeah, and yeah, you understand that, hey, the world is vast and you are but this tiny little speck on the surface, and that you don't have as much impact or value as you think. Well, I'm back. Yeah, guess that took me about a little over an hour. Yeah, I'm kind of excited to see if hopefully the cooker in my back was warm, my food, and it's still warm. Yeah. Yep. Here we go. There's the baby. The baby. The sun is up a little bit longer now, so it's kind of nice. Okay. So here it is, guys. Yes, it is warm. I can feel it. But let's eat. Unplug it. I don't need it no more. It's warm. It's not like, yeah, it's been sitting out for what, at least an hour and a half. Thinking. But hey, it works. It works. Got a way to heat up food now. Yeah, it's perfect, especially if you're on a long drive anyways. Yeah, you can have it all cooking while you're driving, right? So, if you want something warm, you can't have it right away, but when you get to your destination, it's definitely ready. So, at minimum, always use a little bit of hand sanitizer before you start using your hands, because this is finger food, right? Yep, so okay, I'm gonna just eat here and then yep, and then finish this, and then I'll go into the city. Oh my gosh, there's a lot of sand and whatever in my boots and my shoes. But yep, so this is typical Hmong food. Just sticky rice and some pork. Yeah. But it's still warm. I'm just happy that I got a way to heat up food. So any one of you guys, if you are on the road and you just want to heat up small food, get this. Perfect. Yeah, because I know some people, they got a microwave in their car. I'm like, man, that's awesome. A microwave. So good. Pork. How is pork naturally salty? I don't know where my mom got this from, but the way they made their pork, it's not how I like it. The pork skin is really tough. I feel like they boiled it. They boiled the pork to make sure it's finished cooking. And then they quickly deep fried it. Just quickly, just to get it brown. What you want to do is you want to actually deep fry it long enough so that that top part becomes like a pork rind, crunchy. So then you're not spending days chewing the skin, because it literally is like leather. At the end there's a lady walking with those hiking canes. She's walking really slow. I'm sure she's older, but man, like people, you know, I'm proud of people like that who, even at their age, they're still out here maintaining themselves. But, and maybe she has an injury, that's why she's taking her time. And not only that, but you don't want to get injured when you're out there. Let's just go into the city. So I just checked, like, what is there to do in Cleveland, Ohio? And there's not much. There's like the only thing that I kind of might do is there's this illusion museum where it plays tricks when you take photos and stuff, right? But yeah, outside of that,
in 800 feet, turn right onto Boston Mills Road.
Oh, the other place was the scenic museum by the lakefront. That's something that I was like, oh, that might look nice to do. It's a trail, but I already did a trail today, so I don't want to do another trail. Oh, check out this parking lot. It is jam-packed. Holy smokes, what's going on over here?
Continue on Riverview Road for 1.5 miles.
This is the Boston Hill. Oh, there's a ski resort right across. You guys will see it over here. Oh, that's why it's busy over here. I was like, why are there so many people? But yeah, I am gonna go to the movie theaters because I couldn't find anything to do. So all I'm gonna do is go to movie theaters, go get some food. I'm gonna see if there's like some, I don't know, like African food. Yeah, I want to go try some, like, or like maybe, yeah. I'm gonna use Yelp, see what they recommend. Cause I don't know. I don't want a burger. Yeah, pasta, Italian, maybe I'll try some Italian if they have some Italian
In a quarter
restaurant.
mile, turn left onto Snowville Road.
I don't know. I just feel like Italian food is very expensive. It's like what, $30, $40, $50 a plate, and sometimes it's just like, okay. But we'll see. Who knows? If not, then either some African food, or if not, an Indian food. Because I had Vietnamese food yesterday. So I don't know, maybe Mexican food, but I don't know. I think Mexican food is just like, it's good. Don't get me wrong, it's good, but it's just like, I know what to expect. I know what the flavors to expect, and that's why I love Asian food and even like African food and stuff. Sometimes those flavors are popping, you know, it's popping, and you're just like, oh man, like Asian, Indian, same thing, right? Yeah, those flavors pop, and it's just like, whoa. Yeah, because for Hispanic food, the only stuff that to me is like really, really good is like, man, when the tacos are made good, oh, those tacos like, whoa. Yeah. Yep, but it's all the greasy stuff, like stuff they dip the taco shell or casing into the grease and the mixtures. Oh my gosh, that's delicious. I don't think they do that here in America. I don't think people want to eat that. But I know when you go to Mexico or South America and stuff, man, I watch those food travel vloggers, and oh man, that is, yeah, that's what I want. I want that here.